Dear District Governor, dear PDGs, DGE, AGs, presidents of Rotary clubs from Singapore, Rotarians and friends. In the name of the World Understanding and Peace Day Organizing Committee and in the name of all presidents of all Rotary clubs in Singapore, it's my honor to welcome you today. Furthermore, it's my great honor to welcome our international known and recognized Singaporean superstar, our guest of honor, Professor Kishore Mahbubani. Dear friends, let me start with a short video.
For generations, the freedom we enjoy has been built on the friendship between nations, through trade, cultural exchange, and mutual understanding. Countries have joined hands to create a world of prosperity and peace. These bonds and partnerships have made our world stronger. But today, these connections are under unprecedented strain. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the world has seen a dramatic surge in armed conflicts, from roughly 40 active conflicts in 2020 to over 120 today, devastating communities and destabilizing entire regions. Consider these stark truths. How should we face it?
Over 700 million people still live in extreme poverty, struggling to secure essentials like food, water, and shelter.
Climate change is not a distant threat. It is here now, ravaging ecosystems and undermining the livelihoods of millions. More than 80 million people have been forced from their homes by armed conflict, leaving entire families vulnerable.
Over 250 million children remain out of school, denied the education they need to break the cycle of poverty.
Millions continue to suffer from human rights violations, stripped of the dignity and freedoms they deserve.
The answer lies in the very origins of Rotary International. In the early 1900s, visionary Paul Harris founded what would become Rotary International, a movement built on the principles of fellowship, selfless service, and ethical leadership.
We began with the idea of professionals serving their communities, embodying the belief that one profits most who serves best.
Since then, Rotary has become a beacon of hope, bridging dividers and building a better world through service above self.
Rotary's magic lies in this principle: the more you give, the more you gain. It's a truth that has powered our global efforts.
Today, over 1.4 million Rotarians across more than 200 countries continue this legacy, acting as a neutral, unifying voice for positive change. At the heart of Rotary's mission is the four-way test, a simple yet profound set of questions. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? By embracing Rotary's founding spirit, we can unite in action, cultivate lasting peace, and work collectively to build a more just and sustainable future for all. Today's challenges, from conflict and poverty to climate change and inadequate education, demand a united response. The solution lies in embracing a mindset where service is the highest calling. When people from every corner of the globe, regardless of background or belief, come together with the four-way test as their moral compass, we build bridges toward lasting peace and prosperity. Remember, the true leader is not the one who gains for themselves, but the one who serves others selflessly. Guided by visionary leaders, Singapore exemplifies the power of unity and service. On World Understanding and Peace Day, let us renew our commitment to a future where friendship, cooperation, and service guide every decision we make. By following the four-way test of things we think, say, or do, and the enduring legacy of Rotary's founders, we can overcome today's challenges. Together, we can build a future of peace, prosperity, and human dignity. This is the magic of Rotary. We unite for good.
Thank you. Friends, today at the World Understanding and Peace Day, hundreds of Singaporean and hundreds of Rotarians came together not only to celebrate the 120 years anniversary of the birthday of Rotary, the World Understanding and Peace Day, but also we are celebrating here in Singapore the 60th anniversary of peace in our proud nation, Singapore. Today we celebrate and honor the greatest peace builders like Mandela, Gandhi, Marshall for us in Europe, and our founding father Lee Kuan Yew. Some might ask the question, what can we, Rotarian leaders from Singapore, contribute to the world peace and understanding? Thanks to our founding father and honorary member Lee Kuan Yew, who was Singapore Rotarian for 16 years and who has chosen the best leaders with Dr. Goh King Swee, the master builder of Singapore's prosperity, S. Raja Ratnam, the architect of the Singapore story, and George Yeo, the leader of foreign relations, to mention some. It was all about leadership, strategy, and teamwork, and has created the most successful society in the world. From one of the poorest countries without mineral or huge land resources, Singapore went up to the #1 country and society in less than one generation. Not only we enjoyed highest GDP per capita, which went up from $500 to $120,000. Not only that 90% of our citizens can enjoy to live in private-owned homes, we have also the lowest unemployment rate, no financial debts, and we live in a country with almost no poverty. Singapore is top ranking in the world in education, health, water, green environment, defense, lowest crime rate, and infrastructure. How this miracle could happen in peace during 60 years in multiracial, with ethnic Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Western citizens in a country with many religions, Buddhists, Muslims, and Christians living as brothers and sisters under the Singaporean umbrella. The 60 years nation-building formula the fathers of Singapore have used is identical with the 120 years Rotary formula, which the fathers of Rotary, Paul Harris and Arch Klump, to also name some, have built the #1 and only 4-star rated service organization in the whole world to build Rotary Club. The formula which the Rotarian Paul Harris and the formula which the Rotarian Lee Kuan Yew have used is a combination out of unite for good, understanding business as the science of serving humans, deliver service above self, and who serves best, only who serves best, profits most. And there was a special formula in Singapore called the MPH formula: meritocracy, pragmatism, and honesty, which has secured peace and success for 60 years. The magic formula has built a new proud nation, united for good. We are so proud that the founding father Lee Kuan Yew was also a real Rotarian. All could witness 60 years real Rotarian leadership means the culture of benevolent interpretation, the culture of equality, the culture of giving back to the society and caring for underprivileged and less fortunate, the culture of understanding and respect all ethnic cultures, traditions, and all religious beliefs. Singapore is a proof of concept that the Rotarian leadership formula, which unites 1.4 million multiracial, multi-religious, multi-ethnic, young and old, female and male leaders, can be the magic formula to reach world peace and understanding. Dear Rotarians, it is our privilege to live in Singapore, but also our obligation to share our Rotarian and Singapore success formula with leaders around the world, and especially with poor countries. Together with our sister clubs and Rotarian friends, we could organize peace forums and introduce and share our proof of concept of our success formula, and to support our fellow Rotarians to move their societies from bottom to the top, like we all could witness in Singapore. Our formula is simple and about choosing the best leader who lives up the four-way test. Our formula is the four-way test, who will choose more best leaders in their fields who are living up to the four-way test and jointly agree on service above self. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and friendship? And finally, will it be beneficial for all concerned? Dear Rotarians and guests, this is the magic formula which has brought Rotary a seat in the United Nations and has delivered 60 years of peace, and so much more to our great nation, Singapore. It is a four-way test which is a backbone for peace and understanding. Therefore, dear Rotarians, I made you a small gift today. It is a golden coin. One side of the golden coin is our Rotarian wheel. The other side of the golden coin is peace. But the value of this coin is more than gold, because this coin contains also the magic formula of Rotary, end poverty, and end armed conflicts. The magic formula which unites us all for good and finally leads to world peace and understanding. The golden coin carries proudly the four-way test. Thank you.